Good afternoon, fellow brethren. Today, I want us to go and read the book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 1, verse 18. As we all know, we are this is our fourth Sunday of lockdown, and I'm coming live to you from Apostolic Church Studios. So, if we read the 1 Corinthians, chapter 1, verse 18, it reads as follows, if you're reading from King James Version. For the preaching of the cross is to them that perish foolishness, but unto us which are saved it is the power of God. Now, Paul is addressing a very important message or important event here. He talks about the preaching of the cross. I want to talk about what is preaching of the cross, why the cross is so important. A few days ago, we were remembering the death of Christ on the cross. But what is the meaning behind it? He's saying on this verse here, the preaching of the cross to them that perish, it is foolishness. In other words, people who do not understand the meaning of the cross, to them it means nothing. To them it's like it's a normal day. But to us who are saved, it is the power of God. But now, when you look into the word perish, in the Old Testament, God says, my people perish due to the lack of knowledge. So, if people do not know the meaning of the preaching of the cross, they will perish unless they understand what went on the cross, what happened, why the cross is important. And for the church, it's very important that we don't move away from the preaching of the cross. Paul says that we need to tell people about the cross. Now, there are certain things that happened when Jesus died on the cross. If you read on Matthew chapter 27 and start reading from verse 51, few things took place there. The Bible says when Jesus died on the cross, there was a cloth in the temple that was dividing the holy place and to the ordinary place. The Bible says when Jesus died on the cross, that cloth was torn into two from top to bottom. That's one big event that took place by Christ's death on the cross. Now, what does that mean? Literally, it means what was hidden from the public, it was now made available to anybody. What was available to a selected few, we know that the priest will go in the Holy of Holies, only the priest, no one else will go there. But by Christ's death on the cross, he opened a room for anybody who wants to know what is going on in the holy place. Now, Jesus says to his disciples and to all the people that he is a gate to God. He is the way to God. In other words, he opened this space for anybody who wants to know God, that he is so much now free to go and inquire about God. You do not need somebody on your behalf to go and inquire about God. The time to go via certain people so that you can be heard to God, it's gone. You don't have to go via the ancestors to speak to God. Jesus ended that phase. That phase to go via people has ended by Christ's death. That's why then Paul says the preaching of the cross to those who are perishing, in other words, to those who do not want to educate themselves about the power of the cross of Christ and his death on it, they will perish. So it is, you have to know, get the meaning, get the knowledge behind his death on the cross. One of the things that took place then was the cloth that was in the temple. Not only that, the Bible says, continues and says, there was earthquake, okay? And the rocks, big rocks, broke into pieces. Another important event that took place was, the Bible says, the saints who died prior to Christ were resurrected. Their bodies were resurrected. So in other words, on his cross, people who were dead, they were resurrected. On his cross, people who were slaves are being freed. That's how powerful his death on the cross. Because once you start to know that power, once you start to know what took place, what went on, then you become free. All the things that have been bandaged to you, they get loose when you start to understand that the power that took place by his death on the cross. Now the Bible says these saints, if you continue reading on Matthew 27 from verse 51, these saints appeared in the holy city. Everybody see them. That's why people like Moses, like Abraham, like David, and so on, those were saints who died prior to Christ, were resurrected. They are no longer where they were because his death on the cross gave them an opportunity to go and appear in the holy place. It is so much important, therefore, to continue educating people about the power of his death on the cross. Death on the cross, to us who are saved, it's our date of birth. That's where we were born. That's where we got an opportunity to know God. That's why it's so important. As much as we value our birth dates, so is our spiritual birth date. Every time you accept Jesus, that becomes your birth date. And you don't forget it. So now when Paul says here on this verse, on 1 Corinthians 8, chapter 1, verse 18, he says, "But unto us which are saved, it is the power of God." For us that are saved, we see power. That God, by death of just one man, so many things that were impossible became possible. We see the first resurrection of the saints of God by Christ's death on the cross. So I want to say to you this afternoon that every time, the most important thing we need to always remember is his death on the cross. And we should always cherish his death because that's when we were born. Because that's when we became free. Maybe you as well, you've been taking this day of his death as a holiday to you, as a day where you can do your own things. But it's not for that. It is for you to remember that on this day, certain things took place which gave you privilege to know God. Maybe you don't know Jesus. Maybe you have heard about him, but haven't done anything. I want to tell you, there is power when you start to believe on the things that he did by his death. There is power that needs to resurrect your life. There are certain things that might be dead to you, things that you don't take care of, or things that you don't pay attention to. But once you start to believe, once you start to get rid of the foolishness, you become aware of his power. Then you get saved. You cannot be saved if you do not know his power. Because through his power, that's where salvation comes from. Now the Bible says his death had so much power. His death was able to do the impossible. His death became witnesses to those who were around him. If you continue reading on Matthew, you will understand that soldiers that were there, they eventually said, truly, he was the Son of God, because they saw the things that happened. They saw that the death of one man could do so many things. It was not just an ordinary man, but this was the Son of God. So for us that are saved, it is the power of God. I want to challenge you that we should not, the preaching of the cross should always be our topics. The preaching of the cross, it is so much crucial that it has power to separate the foolishness and the wisdom. If we don't preach the power of his death on the cross, people are going to continue perishing. But when people understand what took place by his death on the cross, that's where salvation comes from. I want us to celebrate today that as we remember him, we also remembering our birthday. We also remembering what he did for us. It is so much important for us as Christians to continue remembering him, to continue believing in his power, that his power is able to do the impossible. I want to pray before I finish this verse. I want you to think about this message And I want you to do take an action, because there's a difference between foolishness and wisdom. In wisdom, that's when people take actions on what they hear. But foolish people, they just take things as if nothing has happened. But if you decide to take a step today, if you decide to do something about this word, that's when you start to see the power of the salvation. May God bless you.